Are you a university student? So am I. Let me give you some tips. Part 7, let's go. I'm gonna give you 5 words that are overused in your essays and how to change them. Instead of writing example of, write exemplifies. Instead of writing change, start writing transform or modify. Instead of writing shows, start writing elucidates. Instead of writing describes, start using portrays. And instead of writing in conclusion, start writing in the final analysis. If this was helpful, like and share with a friend. Thank you!
School hacks that you should know part 1. Kung estudyante ka, itong mga sasabihin ko talaga namang pwedeng makatulong sa'yo. Una, isang essaytyper.com. Dito, itatype mo lang yung title, tapos siya na bahala mag-compose kahit ano pa i-click mo dyan sa keyboard. Next naman, ang cheatography.com. Dito guys, napakadaming cheat sheets. Ang ibig sabihin ko, mga ready-made reviewers. So hanapin nyo na lang dito yung mga topic ng subject nyo para makatipid kayo ng oras sa paggawa ng reviewer. Next naman, para makapag-solve ng math problems. Kasi kung nahihirapan kayo, pwedeng masagot ang application na to yung problema nyo. Dito, itatapat nyo lang yung camera sa math problem. Tapos guys, siya na bahala mag-scan. And ayan guys, so tignan nyo, nasagutan na niya. Ito yung sagot, may explanation pa. Kaya kung interesado kayo sa mga sinabi ko, i-download at i-check nyo na lang. Yun lang. Thanks!
Ano ang essential school supplies ng isang college student? Pag-usapan natin yan sa video na ito. Now, obviously, wala na ako sa college ha, pero tinry ko lang na i-build uli yung laman ng bag ko lagi dati. Now, I'm using this tote bag. Salamat Ben and Ben. Okay, sample muna ng ating pen. Again, and maraming pen kailangan kasi maraming note-taking na magaganap. Kung psych major kayo, extra highlighters or anything na multicolored to mark yung notes ninyo kasi you'll do a lot of readings. Stapler for the same reason, readings. Now, here's another thing na hindi nawawala sa bag ko nung nag-aaral pa ako. Inhaler of some sort. Like, wala naman akong preferred na brand, pero I use this kapag inaantok na ako pag nagbabasa. Syempre, pag mahabang readings, di ba, mag-inhaler ka lang para kahit paano magising ka. Kasama na rin kapag minamigraine na o kaya masakit na yung ulo or nahihilo sa biyahe. I also bring a lot of these for readings din. Meron din ako laging ganito. For readings pa rin, kasi para ma-mark ninyo yung mga chapters or yung mga quizzes sa inyong books. This is also essential, a lot of index cards. Index cards, hindi lang siya dun sa mga professors na nanghihingi ng index cards, but also kasi for your notes. I know online learning na yung marami, kaya hindi na magpapasa ng index cards sa professors. Pero ito, this is where I write my notes. And sa totoo lang, ginamit ko siya hanggang board review. Index cards. Tapos, I have a planner. Yes, importante po ang planner sa college life kasi ang dami yung papers, requirements, dapat meron talaga kayo. Ang suggestion ko lang would be dapat meron kayong monthly spread, tapos meron kahit na weekly na spread for your task list. Okay? Yun yung suggestion ko. Pero any notebook will do naman. Speaking of notebook, mas maganda kung may notebook kayo. Hindi kailangan mamahalin yung notebook. Ang importante lang, hindi ka natatakot sulatan. Yung iba kasi bumibili ng mamahalin na notebook, tapos ayaw nila sulatan kasi maganda yung papel, sayang naman yung paper, sayang yung notebook. Huwag ganon. Kung if you feel like ganon ka, kasi ganon din ako, bumili kayo ng mga notebook na, kumbaga, hindi kayo mahihiyang sulatan. And of course, kung meron naman na budget, ito yung isa sa mga benefits ng tablet. Pero again, kung meron kang notebook, okay lang kahit na hindi naman. Pero how I write notes is like this. Laging may mga visuals, laging may mga diagrams, multicolored para mas madali ko siyang ma-figure out at matandaan. Now, if you want me to create a separate video on note-taking and how I take down notes, let me know in the comment section sa baba. And kung gusto niyo pa ng ibang mga study tips, don't forget to follow me right here. Alright? See you soon.
Things I wish I knew before entering nursing school. Number 1, nursing is a skill-based course. I was super shocked na madami palang RETDEMs. RETDEMs are there to apply your knowledge theories. So you need to demonstrate that in front of your CIs. And I really hate having recitations, talking in front of the public. Almost lahat ng semesters sa nursing, may RETDEMs talaga and hindi mawawala yon. Number 2, nursing is all about books. Yes, may skills tayo as I mentioned earlier and also theories. So dati nagbabasa ako ng books like Wattpad novels as a pastime lang and hobby. Pero least favorite ko lang talaga yung pagbabasa, but I've still practiced reading dati. But when I entered nursing, grabe, wala na akong masasabi kasi endless reading pala. Super thick ng books, madaming books na babasahin and aaralin. Follow and like for part 2.
3 tips para sa mga malapit ng mag-college or bago pa lang sa college life. Number 1, be prepared. Kailangan mong maghanda. Bakit? Kasi panibagong environment yan. Iba ang high school and also ang college life. May mga bagong tao kang ma-meet and may mga bagong system ka rin na kailangan mong mag-adjust. Number 2, kailangan mong ma-realize na ang pagpasok mo sa college ay hindi libre. Isa siyang investment. Bakit? Kasi nag-i-invest ka ng oras and also nag-i-invest ka ng money. And number 3, wag mong madaliin ang college life mo. Minsan ka lang mapupunta sa college, kaya enjoyin mo lahat ng experiences dyan, lahat ng mga tao na namimit mo, and lahat ng natututunan mo. Like and follow for more life advice.
Hey, Jayo here. Let's talk about universities and colleges. Sa mga universities kayo mag-aaral para i-pursue nyo yung degree nyo, di ba? Kung anong gusto nyo maging in the future. And universities is very different from your high school years and senior years. First of all, importante syempre ang time management. Personally, ako nagkakaproblema ako sa time, promise. What I can suggest is, may mga times nga na hindi ako nakaka-attend sa ibang subjects kasi nakakalimutan ko yung oras nila. What I did is, I put on a calendar and put on the reminders guys of my subjects, their time, on every details of my schedules. Kahit yung mga reports, assignments, deadlines, ganun. Speaking of notes guys, importante sa akin ang pen and paper. I usually take down notes using my pen and paper. Why? Because naiintindihan ko yung sinasabi nun or dinidiscuss ng professor ko. You can also use your laptop or cell phone to take down notes, right? Pero kasi I prefer pen and paper para mas naiintindihan ko talaga siya. And pag college ka, you can use 1 or 2 notebooks lang. More of this on my next video. Ciao!
This is one big mistake na nagagawa ng mga estudyante as they pursue college applications. Gusto kong pumasok sa UP. Doon lang ako mag-aaral at doon lang din ako mag-a-apply. I'll claim it. I'll pass. Oops, you're claiming it. But are you sure that UP or the school that you will choose will claim you as their student? Think again. Don't get me wrong. Magandang mindset yung alam mo ng university na gusto mong pasukan. Pero if you have the means at may budget ka, applyan mo yung top 4 universities ng Pilipinas. Yung UP, UST, LaSalle, and Ateneo. Isama mo na yung unis na kilala sa field na gusto mong i-pursue. Halimbawa, ako, gusto kong mag-pursue ng teaching. You would want to associate yourself with the Center of Excellence like PNU. Or sa medical studies, ang SLU sa Baguio. It's a good home that hones board top-notchers. I'm sure that you would want to imagine yourself having the choice of getting that freedom to choose between the schools na napasahan mo. Kung halimbawa may dream school ka at hindi ka pumasa for many different possible reasons, at least you have other options at hand. Mag-apply sa madaming paaralan. Good luck. Salute.
Incoming first year college ka na ba? Tapos ngayon naghanap ka ng tip para sa incoming freshman students. Ngayon bibigyan kita ng 5 tip na tsak na makakatulong sa'yo. So, simple lang. Una, isipin mo mabuti yung course mo. Like dude, 4 or 5 years mo yung naaralin. Kaya dapat yung galing sa puso na course yung pipiliin mo. Hindi dahil pinili sa'yo ng magulang mo. Sundin mo yung puso mo. Number 2, focus sa studies. Guys, trust me, hindi na to parang high school. Pag kami na ibagsak ka, uulit ka. At dahil doon, madadagdagan ka na naman ng 1 taon. Pangatlo, don't belittle minor subjects. Guys, trust me, yung ibang minors, yan pa yung mga parang majors. At isipin mo, pantay-pantay lang sila. Kasi kahit mataas yung grades mo sa lahat, pero may 5 ka sa minor mo, masakit pa din yun. Number 4, ugaliing pumasok. Kasi guys, may mga time na absent ka tapos madaming ginawa. Ngayong college, hindi ka hahabulin ng prof. Ikaw ang habol sa prof kapag kabikulang ka. Or else, INC ka na or incomplete. At pang-5, sumali kayo sa mga school organization. Guys, trust me, napakasaya. Para maging balanse din yung college life nyo. Dahil may mga events dito, yun lang. Thanks!
Up! Bago ka mag-enroll sa psychology, here are 3 things that could help you figure out kung tama ba itong path na ito for you. Question number 1. Do you have genuine interest in the study of human behavior? Now, bakit ito mahalaga? Psychology is the study of the human mind and behavior. Kung ikaw yung tipo ng tao na you can spend hours on end sitting and observing people kapag nasa mall ka, o kaya ikaw yung kaibigan na takbuhan ng mga tao and you try to understand them before judging them, then this may be a good sign na magagawa mo ito for the rest of your life. That's basically what psychology is. It's trying to use scientific method to understand people. So, people pa rin pagdating sa dulo. Kaya kung wala kang interest sa tao, this may not be the right course for you. Now, question number 2 is this. Are you the type of person who can look at things objectively? Pag sinabi natin objectively, ibig sabihin you can take a step back, iwanan o hubarin yung iyong mga sariling mga tendencies, sariling worldview, sariling mga paniniwala or preconceived notions to look at things as they are. Kaya mo bang ihiwala yung emotions mo sa pag-aaral? Kaya mo bang i-detach yung sarili mong interest dun sa sitwasyon? Now, bakit importante ito sa psychology? Kasi that's, again, basically what you're going to do for the rest of your life. You're going to try to observe things and look at yung mga numbers and figures. And some of these figures may not necessarily agree with the way that you believe or the way that you think. You have to be ready to take yourself out of the equation. Again, this is more about other people than you. So, kung ikaw yung tipo ng tao na everything is about you, this may not be the right path for you. Kasi psychology, you will be proven wrong a number of times. And you have to be ready for that. Which leads us to question number 3. Are you ready to embark on a lifelong journey of learning, relearning, and unlearning things? This is very important sa field ng psychology dahil, again, it's a relatively new field. Marami pang mga kailangan pag-usapan, marami pang kailangan na pag-aaral, lalo na sa Filipino psychology. So, ibig sabihin nun, kailangan mo talaga mag-aral ng tuloy-tuloy. Hindi natatapos ang pagbabasa natin kapag gumraduate na tayo. Hindi natatapos ang pagsusulat kapag naipasa mo na yung thesis mo. It's going to be a lifelong journey of learning. So, kung mahilig kang matuto, this may be the right path for you. You know how people define psychology in a number of ways. And here's my personal definition. Psychology is a journey to understanding people, knowing full well that you cannot fully understand them, but trying anyway. Ibig sabihin nun, again, welcome to the world of learning new things, unlearning things you've learned, relearning things you've forgotten, all the while caring for people. That's what you need to do, in my opinion. Now, kung ang sagot mo dun sa mga yon ay yes, welcome. See you next time.
Mahilig ba kayo mag-store ng files? Tapos wala kayong flash drive? Kaya ngayon naghahanap kayo ng perfect na cloud storage para sa inyo na kung saan may store nyo yung mga documents sa kayong mga videos nyo privately. Ngayon, ibibigay ko 5 application sa inyo. Una, isang mega cloud storage. Dito, pwede kayo makapag-save ng files up to 50GB of storage. Next naman, ang sikat na Google Drive. Dito naman, up to 15GB of storage. Next naman, ang Mediafire. Ito naman, up to 10GB of storage. And of course, ang Ice Drive. Dito, pwede din kayo makapag-save ng files up to 10GB of storage. And last but not the least, ang OneDrive ng Microsoft. Dito naman, up to 5GB of storage. So, kayo na lang mamili. Dito sa mga sinabi ko sa inyong cloud storage, convenient na sa inyo, maging safe yung file nyo. So, itry nyo na lang. Yun lang. Thanks!
Hi guys, so here are some tips that I can give you if you want to survive in your first year of college in interior design. So number 1, never cut your classes. Every class is important. And guys, mahal ang tuition. So wag na kayong mag-cut, wag nyo nang isipin mag-cut. And then number 2, never ever cram your plates. Kasi if you cram your plates, it will lead to bad results. Like, kapag nag-cram ka, edi sobrang pangit ng kakalabasan na plate mo, hindi ka rin matutuwa sa sarili mo. And then, number 3, memorization is super important, especially like history, kasi you will apply that even after you graduate. Like, you never know. It's important din kasi especially na kapag nasa field ka na, maaalala mo na lang yan bigla eh. So yeah, don't take your classes for granted. Don't take anything for granted. So, bye!
Alright, so last time diniscuss natin yung product rule sa calculus. Now, let's discuss the quotient rule. So, if we are given f of x over g of x, we are asked to find the derivative of that one. Ito yung magiging formula natin. G of x, f prime of x minus f of x, g prime of x over g of x squared. Now, para mas madali siyang intindihin, gawin natin ay ganito. I-treat natin yung f of x as the high, okay? Because siya yung nasa numerator, siya yung nasa upper portion, so high. And then g of x as the low, nasa lower portion, it's the denominator. Ang palatandaan natin is going to be like this. Low di high, ibig sabihin, yung low, ito yun, di ba? And then the derivative of your high, which is the derivative of f of x, minus high di low, high, f of x, ito yun, yung nasa higher portion, di low, derivative of the lower portion, which is g of x, over low squared. Your low is your g of x na naka-square. Okay? So, mas madali siyang tandaan. So, low d high minus high d low over low squared. Now, let's have this example. Find the derivative of 4x minus 2 over x squared plus 1. So, gamitin natin yun. Low d high. What's your low? X squared plus 1. Ito yun. D high. Ibig sabihin, derivative ng high, which is 4x minus 2. What is the derivative of 4x minus 2? So, derivative of 4x is 4. So, times 4 na lang yan. Your constant derivative is 0. Minus high d low. Anong high natin? 4x minus 2. Kaya copy lang, 4x minus 2. D low. What is derivative nung nasa low? X squared plus 1. Anong derivative nito? 2x lang. Ayun, 2x. Okay? Over low squared. Ano ba yung nasa low natin? X squared plus 1. And then squared, kaya siya naka-squared. So, low squared. So, ito na kagad yung low d high minus high d low over low squared. And then, simplify na natin siya. So, that's going to be 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times 1 is 4. Minus, ito naman, 2x times 4x is 8x squared. And then 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. And then, simplify natin yan. May minus ka sa gitna. So, 4x squared plus 4 minus 8x squared plus 4x. And then, if you do your own math, ito yan, di ba? And then, you can just express your denominator as x squared plus 1 or you can simplify it. Other teachers already accept it na nakaganito yung sagot. So, ang tatandaan lang sa quotient rule ay low d high minus high d low over low squared.
Ten things I did in college that helped me graduate with honors. I'm Attorney Sharon. I graduated Honorable Mention De La Salle University with a degree in Bachelor of Arts major in Development Studies. So don't forget to follow me for college tips, law school tips, and also updates on Philippine laws. These 10 things that I did actually helped me also to prepare me for law school. Number 1, tambay ako ng library. You name a break, I'm there. Maaga ako sa school, I'm in the library. So being there helped me create a reading habit. Second, I took advantage of all the reading assignments in college, especially in psychology, social studies, economics, philosophy. It developed my reading skills and I became an active reader. It also helped me in analyzing as well. I took my thesis paper seriously. My paper was about the reproductive health bill and it was very controversial, so I had a lot of sources. So for thesis defense, I was ready for any question because the pros and cons were available at the time. So it was helpful for me to look at both sides and to defend both sides, which prepared me for law school. Number 4, when it felt like it's very hard, I worked harder. It's important to have grit and also passion, which helped me in law school. Number 5, you need to have a study plan, stick to it, and also reward yourself. So number 6, during summer, I also planned it that I would have time to read. It's related to number 7 because you also need to exercise and stay healthy. What I will do is, during the morning, I will go to the gym and then in the afternoon, I would read. Now, this helped me in having good time management, which prepared me for law school. You can read and you can also exercise if you really want to. There is nothing impossible if you put your mind into it. Number 8, I joined organizations. College is the time to network and make friends. Number 9 is related to number 8 because I had fun. In those organizations, I met a lot of people and there were a lot of events as well. And of course, number 10, I remained faithful in God and in myself. Live Jesus in our hearts forever. Animo Lasal. Follow and stay tuned.
I found an app for pre-med and medical students where you get paid to study. Diagnosis is a free app where you can diagnose thousands of real patient cases from different clinical areas and join contests where you have the chance to win cash prizes. They also have a Learn tab where you can review on different topics. Here I am brushing up on my radiology. This is what the lungs of a COVID patient looks like. I'll put the link up for you to download this app on my bio. Happy studying!
4 things to expect kapag nasa college ka na. Sobrang saya maging isang university student, and unang-una dyan ay makikita mo yung difference ng university versus a high school setup. Kaya naman, dahil ibang level na to, you really need to know how to make use of your time wisely. So sabi nga nila, study smart, not study hard. So ako, ang ginagawa ko noon, talagang meron akong daily timetable and nagsiset ako ng schedule, kailan ako mag-aaral, of course yung mga schedules ko para pumasok sa mga classes ko, and meron ding time para makapagpahinga at para makapag-unwind. So hindi siya basta-basta, so make use of your time wisely. Number 2, makakakilala ka ng iba't ibang professor pagdating sa university. So, merong magaling magturo at naiintindihan. Pero meron din namang sobrang galing magturo pero sa kasamaang palad, kailangan mo magpatulong sa mga classmates mo, sa mga blockmates mo. And meron din namang mga kakaibang uri ng professors na hindi mo alam kung saan sila nanggaling. So, kailangan mo talagang matutunan paano ka ba mag-a-adjust sa mga ganitong uri ng professors. And one thing na masasuggest ko is to really make use of time of the consultation hours ng mga professors kasi bayad yan. So, i-utilize mo sila kung alam mo namang makakatulong talaga sila sa dapat mong matutunan. Ayan, kakaiba rin mga professors. So, ingat tayo. 3, expect ka ng iba't ibang uri ng classmates. Kung mayroong iba't ibang uri ng prof, meron ding iba't ibang uri ng classmates. So, matututunan mo kung paano makihalubilo talaga sa iba't ibang uri na ng tao. So, may classmates ka na talagang focus na sa pag-aaral, meron din namang puro party lang, merong puro kalokohan, merong magyayaya sa'yo na hindi pumasok. Minsan, tatambay lang kayo sa pwesto ng org nyo. Iba't ibang uri ng estudyante. Ayan, yan nakikita nyo? Yan yung famous Naruto run sa UP Los Baños. Hindi yata ako nakasali dyan eh. Nandyan ba ako? And number 4, hindi ko gets pero madalas masungit yung mga tao dun sa office of the college sec. Hindi ko alam. Ganun din ba sa ibang school? There you have it. Patikim pa lang yan ng yung mga bagay na may expect mo pag naging university student ka na. So yun lang, follow for more videos, follow for more university tips, and good luck sa mga incoming freshie. Kaya niyan, laban!